Y'all know what? I said Brooke and Ridge continue to prove that their relationship, their destiny is a load of baloney. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life of Chess for the bottom beautiful December 3rd, 2024. Okay, y'all, so first thing first, let me know your thoughts on today's episode down below. Look, I said, didn't they agree? Well, he did bring up Steffi or whatever, but I was about to say, didn't they agree not to let their kids come in between them? I said, they relationship over. But I said, not only are they relationship or they destiny a load of baloney, it's the fact that both of them missing the point. You got Ridge over here blaming Hope completely. Then you got Brooke over here blaming Carter completely. I said they both was in it together. It really was Carter's idea, but Hope was in his ear, in his head or whatever, instead of telling him to do it, sign the papers or whatever. You have such good ideas, all this stuff. But yeah, they on here. Look, I knew when he kept saying it. He kept on, your daughter this and your daughter that. And I was waiting on her to say something. I knew it wouldn't be long because he kept saying it. He kept on. And I was like, Reed, I said, I know you upset, but I know you know that she going to defend her daughter. But the crazy part about it, like I said, they both keep blaming. He keep blaming Hope fully. She keep blaming Carter fully. I said, y'all missing the point. They both in the wrong. They both in the wrong. But I was trying to remember the part that she finally picked up on it and said something. I don't know if it was when he was like, Hope played this perfectly. Then she jumped up. The way she jumped up, I was like, ooh wee. The way she jumped up, she was like, you keep saying this, like basically implying that it was Hope playing, it was her idea. And he was like, it was because Carter's not this person or whatever. I said, Carter keep making bad choices and he falls easily. I keep saying that. He keep falling easily. Every time he's talking about, our love is more powerful than this and that. I said, sir, wake up. Wake up. I was trying to remember the spoiler. I don't know if it was for Thursday episode or Friday's episode, but they said Reed's supposed to make a decision, and they speculating that it's going to be about his relationship with Brooke or whatever. I said, okay. Now, Brooke do keep saying, she don't know why they thought they could get away with this or whatever, and she knew she had to tell him. And I said, ain't that something? You got Carter over here talking about the Logans have been this and they haven't been treated right or whatever and all this stuff. And one of the Logans done went snitch. And not only did she snitch, well, she snitched or told the truth or whatever. And now they over here about to get into it because she feels the need to defend her daughter. I mean, of course she gonna defend her daughter. He defends Steffi. I said, you know what? Another thing. Carter and Hope went about this the wrong freaking way. They went about this the wrong freaking way. All this could have been avoided. Then you got Carter over here telling Hope, the look on Ridge's face and he feels bad about it. But, he started talking about his love for Hope and everything. I said, sir, it's the reason why you feeling this way. But to finish up with Ridge and Brooke, I think they showed him first he was thinking about his conversation with Carter, and he feels like Carter stabbed him in the back or whatever. And I know what it was. He was saying he thinks that the reason why they kept their relationship a secret is because they was playing this all along to take the company from them or whatever. Then he said something about Steffi. Oh, Steffi tried to tell him that Hope was getting in Carter's head and all this stuff, and that's when he was talking about, he was implying or insinuating that this was they plan all along. I said no. And that's why I said, in that moment, I was like, yeah, they went about this the wrong way because now they're going to look at it as, oh, they had this plan the whole time. But the crazy part about it, well, it would have been perfect timing in regards to Carter saying, y'all need to take this business to the next level and take the company to the next level and all that stuff. But other than that, Hope was still working there. Well, her line was struggling. But other than that, I don't see why he would think that they was playing this the entire time. I think we're going to do Steffi and Taylor last because Steffi over here doing what she do. Every episode she talk about the doggone, she's glad Taylor back. But Hope and Carter. So Carter got in or whatever, and she jumped up or whatever, and she ends up telling Carter that she's sorry or whatever because Brooke ended up telling Ridge or whatever, and she's sorry that he got ambushed or whatever. The crazy thing about that conversation, well, it's a lot of crazy things that happened. But what she said, he ended up, at one point during that conversation, he ended up revealing that Ridge had fired him. He fired you? The look on her face. I said, did you think that he wasn't going to get fired? But then the crazy part about that as well is the fact that Ridge was going to get him another opportunity. But yeah, they started talking about that. They hugged and she was trying to comfort him. He was saying how he feels so bad, the look on Ridge's face, but not enough because they said he's supposed to go file the document. But yeah, I said they did this wrong. They went about it the wrong way. They should have just came forward, told that they was in a relationship, that she was getting all dressed up for him or whatever. Regardless, I feel like Steffi would have had a problem. But now they done made it solely about Carter. Carter's wrong, Hope's wrong or whatever and all this stuff. They trying to take over the doggone company. But yeah, she was over here acting shocked because he got fired. What you expect? You was supposed to go in there. He's supposed to tell you he know you was trying to take his company, but you can stay. Well, he did technically. He did. He did give him an opportunity, and that's what Carter told her. And she was like, "Well, you can always use your ideas another time." And I said, "You still on the same stuff? You ain't learned yet." But they should have had something in writing that says, like, even with him signing his name on there, he can't remove certain people or he can't sign off on certain things or something to protect them. Something to protect them or whatever. But I want to know how long this storyline gonna go on. But what else did they talk about? I already talked about he told her he was fired. Oh, he told her that Ridge said if he ended things with her, he could come back. And he ends up revealing that he turned him down or whatever. And she was like, no, you shouldn't have did that. You should go back or whatever. And all this other extra stuff. And he was like, no, our love is strong and we could do this and we could do that or whatever. I said, y'all might as well went with the doggone starting your own company or something like that. I'm sure it's other foresters that want to pitch in who feel like they've been overlooked. And another thing I say again, this is why you ain't supposed to be doing this type of stuff when you're on company time. Because why you going to go put on some doggone lingerie? And that's why I say it's enough blame to go around. Steffi was wrong or whatever. But Hope was wrong because you don't go put on no doggone lingerie. If you're not one of the models, it cut off, but I was saying if you're not one of the models, there's no reason for you to be in no doggone lingerie. I will say he did have the idea. Why didn't they just go with that? They could have said, oh, Carter had this idea that, the way to save hope for the future is by promoting lingerie or something like that. I just thought about that. I was like, y'all could have went with that if you didn't want to tell the truth. But no, now look at y'all, both fired, sitting up there. Both of them. He was like, you're not the only one that got fired. I said, y'all brought this on y'allself. But I'm interested to see what happened. And lastly, we got Steffi and Taylor. So when they showed them, I was like, okay, like I was hoping that Steffi would have been at the office because I'm ready to see her reaction when she finds out what Carter and Hope been up to. But no, they still talking about the same thing. But I'm sure these storylines go hand in hand, obviously. Obviously, that's why they went back when she was saying, Brooke's going to do something to mess it up. And then she jumped up defending her daughter. I was like, yeah, they over it. But yeah, they showed Steffi and Taylor, and they was talking about the same thing. Steffi was saying how glad she is that Taylor's back and that she's sticking around, and the kids really love spending time with her or whatever, and Dad loves her too or whatever. And then Taylor called on her. She was saying how you've managed to slip that in every time. Basically, they have a conversation or whatever. And she was saying that we always gonna love each other and we gonna have memories. And I said, y'all missing the point. How many times this man got to choose Brooke over you? That's the whole point. And that's why I say I don't understand why she over here trying to push them together. And why they over here acting like he's somebody's victim. I don't understand. Just like with Liam. But yeah, they was talking about the same thing again or whatever. And Stephanie kept saying that Brooke's going to do something to mess things up. And I was like, at first I was like, okay, she told the truth. So, that'll work in her favor. But no, because Rich keeps saying, your daughter this. I said, I knew she was going to say something eventually because he kept on. I mean, again, I say they both got it wrong because they both was in it and they both should be held accountable for what they did or what they trying to do. And another thing, I thought, now I know that Ridge and Steffi both the co-CEO, but that would mean that they just running the company, right? They don't, not the founder or the owner. So, because certain documents, don't they, down at the bottom, don't they have the owner? I'm thinking too much about this, huh? But down at the bottom, don't they usually have to sign off on it too? Wouldn't Eric have to sign off? Look, I'm trying to find a loophole, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out about Friday what's going to happen. Also, Steffi had brought up the fact that Ridge and Brooke not married, and they was talking about, why they aren't married. I said, wasn't it Taylor the one who asked Ridge why they weren't married or whatever? And he was saying something about, I don't know if he said he didn't feel like it was necessary or what. But remember, I keep bringing it up, but remember, he had asked Brooke. He even started designing a dress, but she said no. I can't remember. She said she wanted to be the one to find her own dress or what. But yeah, he had brought it up. He kept bringing it up or whatever. That could have just been an abandoned storyline. But yeah, that's it. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day and be safe.